We're here with Redmond, CEO and co-founder of Hippo, and we're talking about why thought leadership. We'll hear from companies who say, I just spent X amount of dollars on Google AdWords, or I just made this incredible commercial that I invested in. Why would I add thought leadership? What does that do for me?
The important thing to remember is that thought leadership is really different from marketing. And if you're thinking of your business toolkit, they have different functionalities. So you cannot use thought leadership in the same way that you can use marketing, and you can't use marketing in the same way that you can use thought leadership.
Tell us how you can, and what ways can you use thought leadership?
So thought leadership is really a tool that you use to establish credibility. And if you think about it, I mean, marketing is the opposite of credibility, right? You're not trying to prove anything to anyone. You're trying to get their attention, and you're trying to kind of shout and say, hello, I'm over here, notice me, notice me. But thought leadership is all about proving that you know what you're talking about, that you are passionate about it, and that you're really, really good at it. I want to share a personal example because it relates directly to things that I've done in ways that it's impacted my career. When Kate and I first started the company, I wrote an op-ed for Fast Company about why we chose not to seek venture funding. And you know, it was the timing was right, we did a good job, the piece did really well. It ended up basically on the homepage of Fast Company for a day or two, got a ton of views. I got, a fair number of emails from people that were just sort of offering support or saying, gosh, that was a really insightful piece. And one of those emails came from a woman who was working on a conference for evergreen companies that chose not to take venture funding and then try to sell. And as part of the element of building a relationship with her, she wanted to introduce us to someone she knew at the Department of Homeland Security who she said would find what we were doing very interesting. Now, becoming a government contractor at such an early stage when you're such a young company is huge. It's really game-changing. And through that introduction, we were able to land this DHS contract really quickly, close it, execute on it, and get certified as a government contractor. And in addition to just the dollar value of that contract, it became this incredible stamp of credibility for us. And when we were going out and pitching Fortune 500 companies or Dell or Verizon, it really gave them the confidence that we stood for what we did and that we could accomplish this work at a very high level. And so if you're thinking about, dollar amount or bottom line, like that was huge, right? I don't know what dollar value I would have put on that thought piece because it was really instrumental in making our company what it is today.
You tell somebody about this contract we have with DHS, and that's the kind of quality and intelligence we have in our content. I can really see how that does affect the bottom line. I love that example, thank you.
Even if you're very big, and part of that reason is because ultimately you're always selling something and you're always trying to maintain this level of authenticity and credibility and respect within your industry, and you're always trying to close a new partnership, enter a new space, maybe take a new round of funding to develop something. And ultimately, what thought leadership helps you do is it helps you present to these people whom you're targeting, who you want to work with, and show them that you are the smartest lady or smartest guy in the room, that you know what you're doing and that you know what you stand for. The millennial generation is one of the generations that is really changing how we do business, because as they are coming into power, and now the oldest millennials are in their sort of mid-30s, and so they're really starting to be the decision makers and will continue to be the decision makers in the years that are coming. They're the most brand loyal generation of any generation. And people are stunned when I tell them this, but it's true. And the reason that they're so brand loyal is because they care about values. And so if you as a brand can prove to them that you share their values and that you're willing to stand up for them and you're willing to fight for them, they will support you through thick and thin. And the way that you do that is through thought leadership. It's thought leadership that can help you stand on a platform that is not marketing and that lets you speak honestly and in a really engaging way.
Would you say that millennials are bringing passion into business?
I think they are, Diane, but moreover, I think it really matters to all of us. At the end of the day, you want to go to the doctor or purchase a purse from or purchase a car from. the person who cares about what they're doing and they're interested in it, and it sparks them and it excites them, and not because they applied for 30 jobs and this happens to be the one that they got, right? And you feel good being in business, whether you're a partner or consumer or a reseller or whatever, with someone who is smarter than you are or better than you are at that particular thing. You want to have confidence in them. And that's something that marketing can never give you, and that thought leadership just does so beautifully if you do it well.
So to recap, thought leadership is a complement to marketing. It's a way to show people what your values are and what you stand for. Thought leadership builds your credibility, and that's what you trade on to close deals, find partnerships, and solidify sales. Millennials pay attention to values more than any other generation, and that's why thought leadership is getting more and more important for your business.
That was a great recap, and thank you for joining us. If this has gotten the wheels spinning about the types of thought leadership you'd like to see out in the world with your name on it, let us know. We're here to help you think through your strategy.